Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna, and today we're going to talk about the new consignment network that Poshmark is slowly bringing out, and we're going to talk about my update and about my feelings about the new fee structure. But first we're going to talk about consignment. So Poshmark announced at PoshFest that they were trying out a new consignment network. It was in beta in San Francisco, and they were trying it out, and they were very excited about it as a way for people to get inventory. Now, the way that it works is the consigner or consignee, I get confused about what they should be. The person that wants to get rid of their stuff signs up with Poshmark as a closet partner. They then get a bag delivered to them that they fill with their stuff, with the things from their closet that they don't want and they want to sell. And then they call for a pickup. That bag gets picked up from their house or wherever, and it gets delivered to a closet partner. So this is a seller on Poshmark that I guess is a certain level of a seller in the sense of trustworthiness. And that person will then process the whole bag and list the stuff, share the stuff, send out offers. And when the item sells, the seller and the person that wants to sell their stuff, the consignee, we'll call them that, will split the earnings in a certain way. So that's sort of the gist of it. So a few things. Number one, at PoshFest, they talked about bringing the consignment network next to, I think it was Phoenix, Arizona. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was somewhere in Arizona. That's what they talked about. But today on one of my Canadian Facebook groups, they talked about it coming to Toronto. There's an, I don't know if it's on the app that it's coming to Toronto or whether she got an email that it was coming to Toronto as well. Which there was no mention at PoshFest about that, which, you know what, I understand why it would be Toronto. Toronto is the biggest city in Canada, and I totally get why they would choose that type of area, 100%. So the next thing is, I want to know how Poshmark will be sort of monitoring or policing what goes into these bags. How do we know that the person who is sending us stuff is sending us good stuff? That's the whole point. I don't want somebody's George or somebody's Kirkland. I want better brands. I want maybe a Aritzia or Madewell or whatever it is. And I don't want dirty things, and I don't want flawed things. How are they going to police that? What's going to happen? I mean, if somebody filled a bag full of George and it came to me as the seller, I would not be happy. I would not want to be selling that. So I want to know what the rules would be in that sense. They didn't really talk about that because they're assuming that everybody has great brands. Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure there would be repercussions for, the first person that they can't do that. Maybe they would have a manifest where they have to sort of put down what is in the bag before it will even be picked up. Maybe. I don't know. So with this type of relationship, with any consignment relationship, it has to be fair. So the person that is supplying the inventory needs to be compensated for that inventory, right? I get that. But then by the same thing, the person doing the work needs to be compensated as well. In fact, I think the person doing the work should be the one that is paid the most. My personal feeling, it's what I believe, because I'm doing all the work. And that could be anything from washing, prepping, steaming, photographing, listing, sharing, offers, packaging, shipping, sending it to the post office, everything. Dealing with any complaints, dealing with any returns, dealing with, anything on that, and having any repercussions being a mark against their closet. So I think the seller should actually be compensated more than the person providing the inventory. Now, Poshmark did not talk to us about the split of the percentages of what would happen. That is something I think that won't become known unless you become a closet partner, which is, or unless you look at it or want to be, or you sort of ask about it. Right now, it's still in beta. It's still really, really a slow trickle out. It's not full force. I'm not holding my breath for it to come to me. I don't live in a big city. I live in a very small city, so I can't see it coming to me, and that's fine. My own personal feelings about consignment is that I don't want to touch it. I really don't want to touch it, because you have to deal with the person that has the inventory. They are your customer. And then you also have to deal with the person that actually buys the stuff, and they're your customer as well. And the split, to be fair, I don't think there's just enough money in it for me to deal with the two customers. I think it's too much of a headache. My own personal feeling about it. Other people love consignment because that way they don't have to go thrifting. They don't have to, worry about going out and getting things. They're getting good inventory because they have trusted partners. And that, makes sense to me. It's absolutely fine if that's the way you want to do it and it's working for you. 100% do it. Don't listen to me just because I don't like it. I mean, we're all different, right? So a couple of things, I honestly don't know if Poshmark has the infrastructure to deal with this type of program. I don't know. I don't trust that it's going to work right away, so it's a wait and see kind of thing again. I also think that they're bringing it out along with way too many other things. Like right now we have the fee structure, we have the Posh Pass coming out, we're dealing with Q4, and now they're also bringing out this consignment network. So my concern is that they just won't have enough people, or they won't be able to deal with all the repercussions or all the success or anything. So that's my concern. It's my worry. Whether it works, again, we'll wait and see about that. Some people, again, love consignment. Some people don't. You know what? We'll see. I'm very interested in how it's going to work in the sense of the area that you're in. So you have stuff that you want to send, so you fill your bag, it gets picked up. You have a Uber driver, a UPS, I don't know what it's going to be, somebody else that will have to take it. So I mean, there's lots of different areas here that need to be dealt with. So we'll see how it works. I am surprised that it is coming to Toronto. I'm very shocked about that, in kind of a good way. Not in a bad way, but it's like, okay, that's interesting, that's cool. We'll see how it works here in Canada, because Canada is a totally different platform. And I mean that with respect. It is a different platform. I did something earlier today because I was really curious about that. So with Canada and the US, one of the biggest differences is volume. The US is a much, much, much bigger market, like hugely bigger. There's a lot more sellers, a lot more buyers. And one of the ways I see this is in the live shows. So today, before I started filming, I just went and did a really quick check. On Poshmark Canada at like 10:30 on a Wednesday morning, there was only 7 live shows going on. 7 live shows. That's it. Not more than, I'm going to say, I think it was 30. Somebody had 30 people in their show. On Posh US, there was 119 live shows going on. And there's a big difference in that sort of market. There's a huge difference in the market. So bringing things to Canada is different than bringing them to the United States. So we'll see what happens with the consignment network here. Okay, so update on the fee structure. I have noticed my Posh US is pretty much the same. I'm not noticing a huge difference. There's not been an increase in sales, but there hasn't really been a decrease either. So, okay. Unfortunately, though, we're into Q4. My sales should be building a bit, and they're not quite there yet. But I'm also noticing that the offers that I'm being sent are reasonable. They're not changing. Like normally, my lowball offers that I get are about the 50% mark right now. And they've been like that for a couple of months. So if I have something listed at 100, somebody's offering me 50. So that has not changed. It's pretty much 50. I was concerned that perhaps the offers I was receiving would be even less to compensate for the amount of buyer premium in a sense that they have to pay. But I'm not noticing that change, which is good. I do think that having the shipping discount in place right now is helping a lot with that sticker shock. I think buyers are buying because of that shipping discount as well. So I like that they've offered that compensation to us. I've always, what what's the word I'm looking for? Every video, guys. I've always had in mind shipping discounts when I price, like it's built into my pricing. So I don't mind offering shipping discounts. It's part of what my business is about. Now that I don't have to pay that, I am earning a bit more on the items I am selling, which is really good. I am curious about Posh Pass, which is the shipping discount program that they're going to be bringing out in the new year, because right now it's going to be good till December 31st. They're bringing it out in the new year. And you know what, it's going to be interesting because I do build in a shipping discount into my prices. So unless it is feasible for me to pay what's the word I'm looking for, Paul? Paul doesn't know. A flat rate for my shipping discounts and have it be okay. We'll see. Like if, say for instance, you have 100 packages every single month, and to offer a shipping discount on that would cost you $200. 100 packages, $200 in a shipping discount. Now, if you could get unlimited shipping discounts at no cost except for the flat rate of $100, well, then you're going to be saving yourself $100, which is really good. So it's going to depend on how much volume you do and how much the program will be costing. Like if you only sell 50 or let's say 30 items per month and the shipping discount program costs you $100, it's not going to be worth your while because you could just offer the shipping discount yourself and save yourself some money. So we'll see what happens. I know that a lot of people are still complaining about the fee structure. They're saying that customers are complaining, customers are canceling, their sales are way, way, way down. But you know what? On the flip side of that, I have people that are like, oh, my sales are fantastic. Customers totally understand it. My offers are great. I've had no problems. So I don't know. I think it's more in the middle. I think that some people are noticing a bit of a slowdown. Some people are fine. Some people have a little bit higher. I think that it actually ran a lot smoother than I thought it was going to, so I'm happy about that. But yes, the shipping discount absolutely is helping with that new buyer's premium that they're paying. So that is helping 100%. Yeah, so how are your sales going? Do you find a difference with the fee structure? Are you okay? Let me know. Let me also know about what you think about the consignment network that they're coming out. Do you think that Poshmark is bringing out way too much, way too fast? You know, do they have the structure in order to manage all of these things? Let me know in the comments below. So everybody have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.